Who's all here? Who's all here? What's happening, Jim? How are you? Hey, Jason. So, a couple things we're going to do here. Well, one thing we're going to do. We're going to go over, before we start the sale, I mean, it looks like we're right on time, but before we start the sale, we're going to go over our hot 10 comics of the day or the week. And I've got a lot of books today, which is just a fraction of this collection I took in still. I think that's why it's... No, that's good. Okay. But let's kind of go over some hot 10 comics right now. If you are in possession or lucky enough to encompass the possession of Tomb of Dracula, issue number 10, if you have a high grade of that comic, you are sitting on $3,200 right now. If it's a mid, you're at $1,100. But the reason it's hot is because that is the first appearance of Blade, the Vampire Hunter. So if you've got that book, congratulations, I want it. Recently, a 9.4 of that book actually broke a record selling for $6,600. That's crazy. Journey into Mystery, issue number 83. That is a high of $81,000. And that is the first appearance and origin of Thor, which is pretty cool. Not to mention the introduction to Thor's hammer and many other things, just FYI. But if you had that book and bought it back in 2011, it only would have cost you about $4,700, crazy enough. And now it's worth $81,000. Think about that. Stocks. It's called comics, okay? Plus, you can have it in your hand and sell it immediately, and you don't get penalized for it like you do other things. How about that? Next up, Spider-Man issue number 16 is currently at a high of $1,100. That one is the first meeting between Spider-Man and Daredevil. Cool enough. It actually broke its previous high this week at that amount. But there's also the rumor that Daredevil is going to be introduced into the MCU very soon in possibly Hawkeye through Spider-Man. So that's why that book is actually trending. Another high one, number 7 at a high of $600 is Black Panther issue number 2 of the newer series, the 2009 series, by the way. That one there is the first appearance of Shuri and future Black Panther, because obviously that's what she'll be. Spoiler alert. I should have started with that. Sorry. So again, newsstand edition. It's a high of $600 on that book. Black Panther issue number 2 of the 2009 series. Okay. And let's get one more in here for you guys. I want to make it a fun one. Uncanny X-Men issue number 101. That is currently at a high of $1,200. That one is the debut of the new powers of Jean Grey. Just FYI. 9.8 sold for $9,000 recently. Back in 2018, it had sold for $6,100. That's 48% of an increase. So again, where do you want to put your money? Stocks where you can't take it out immediately without penalizing, or comics that you could sell and profit 48%. That's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Hopefully that was a little bit of fun. I started doing that on the new comic streams and wanted to introduce it to some of the back issue streams. So we'll do that some more. We got a really good mix of books today. We've got some full runs, half runs, no runs. I don't have the runs. I've got Black Panther, I've got Spider-Man, I've got Batman, I've got Ghost Rider, Nightmare on Elm Street, Star Wars. We've got an amazing mix today. And actually, price range wise, it's another great mix there. We have books all the way as low as I think $4 and all the way as high as almost 200, actually almost 300. So hopefully you got your wallets, your eyeballs, your earlobes ready. We're going to kick it off today with Spider-Man issue number 500. This book is in great shape. It's the direct edition. It is $10 for this book. Beautiful looking cover here. Double sized 500th issue for $10. Again, this book is in great shape. The cover is beautiful. Get your Spider-Man 500 on. After Spider-Man number 500, really cool, old school looking cover here. We've got Batman 66 issue number 1 for $11. So this is the direct sales edition. And again, this book is in amazing shape. So you've got the Adam West, and then I can't even think of Robin's real name. That's my bad. Bert? Something Bert? But the book is in great looking shape. Batman 66. Take it old school. I got Jim Cleveland. First claim of the day. Congratulations. I kind of figured, though, it was Batman. Let's see what else we got. Next up, we've got Ghost Rider. This is the issue number 1 of 5. This is the only one I have of this series. It's the Danny Ketch series. It's $7 on the issue number 1 of the limited series of Ghost Rider. Direct edition. Parental advisory warning on the bottom there for all you non-mature readers. If you're a Ghost Rider fan, it's a good read. But another one, we have the Teixeira series, issue number 1 here of Ghost Rider, direct edition, $7. Very cool cover there, right there of Ghost Rider. And I have issue number 2 also for $8. So issue 1 and 2 of this Ghost Rider series for $15 together. Both are amazing looking covers. I'd like to know who he's looking at right here. Who is he just severely beat down that beast, and now he's looking up in the next guy going, come get some. All right, so we had those 2 Ghost Riders, that Ghost Rider, and then Amazing Spider-Man, 500 for $10. Key issue alert coming up here. We have issue number 1 of Thor. This issue is the first cover of Jane Foster as Thor. So this one, I believe, just came out a couple of years ago. But again, the significance is that this is when they switched over to Jane Foster as Thor. It is $95. It is in beautiful, I would say almost immaculate shape. So you have your opportunity on getting your hands on the first Jane Foster Thor. And remember, if I'm not mistaken, she is going to be introduced into the new Thor movie. So at that point, this book will pop off even more so. And if that book is too rich for your blood, you could just follow it up with issue number 2, which is the first full appearance of Jane as Thor. So issue number 2 for $25. Again, this book is in great shape also. And it'll be another key issue because it's the first full appearance of her as Thor. And like I mentioned, she will be in the next Thor movie. And I'm assuming that torch will be passed over. Because haven't they already announced that she'll have her own movie? So Thor 1, 95, Thor 2, 25. Tell you what, if I could, I would, David. But it would also cost you a lot more than 95 or 25, let's be honest. Howard the Duck fans, I have the first annual, the king size annual of Howard the Duck for $8. Check this out. How often do you see books go down in value? This was purchased at 10 and now only 8 for the king size annual number 1 of Howard the Duck. This book is in, I would say, very fine shape. You have a little bit of crinklage right here that looks like it's under the cover, but maybe altered the cover to that. Nothing crazy for spinal cracks. You do have a minor one right here. And again, it's a little crinkly feel right there. But other than that, good looking book. Got you, Mike. Thank you. Ooh, Corey Moe coming in, grabbing that key issue of Thor number 1. That's a great claim. Like I said, I know we like to read books, but you can also invest in them too, folks. Why put your money? Wow. I'm not a guidance of this, okay? But why put all your money into stocks that you have to save up for and up for and up for and get penalized when you take it out unless you're 90 years old, when you could just buy a comic 3 years later, turn it around for 48% or higher. Spider-Man 2099, it is not the first appearance, but it is the first Spider-Man 2099 book. This one is $15. It is your foil red cover. Right there. The ones you bought or the ones you were thinking about? That's never a laugh. I don't want you buying stuff you already have. That's why you guys have to have that mobile. So then that way you can just check it while you're at the store. All right, I got you, Corey. Now we're about to go on a little bit of a Black Panther run and road. And I have a couple key issues here of it. Now, I'm not going to start with it, but we'll get there. How about issue number 2 of Black Panther Dark Reign? This would have been the first run where Syria is introduced as Black Panther in this line. Now, this is not one of those books, so I don't want you to get confused at all with that. But for $10, you can have Black Panther Dark Reign issue number 2. Where's number 1, you ask? Well, that's on our wall because that is the first cover of Siri as Black Panther, and that one is $220. That's that significance. But what we can do is we could follow number 2 up with number 5. Now, number 5 is a big key issue because this is the first appearance of Siri as Black Panther. So this is going to be the first appearance of her as Black Panther. Not the first cover, but the first appearance of her as Black Panther. It is $120. I'm sorry, $150. Reason being is the shape of this book. It's beautiful. Now, also, as we all know, Siri is going to be introduced as Black Panther in the next Black Panther movie. So this book has already been on the rise, but once that movie comes out, it will jump again. So be prepared for that. You don't get it now, it will be more later, guaranteed on that one. So that is a beautiful key issue right there. It does have a price tag on it, but at least it's not the $81,000 that Thor is. Next up, round out the series with issue number 6 for only $7. So Black Panther issue 6 of Dark Reign, $7. Issue 5, first appearance of Siri as Black Panther, $150, in amazing shape. And issue number 2 for only $10. Now, if that wasn't good enough for you, or maybe you just want another key issue, how about Black Panther issue number 1? Issue number 1. Now, in this book, not only is it Black Panther's first book, but it is also the first appearance of the collectors. This book is $80. Oh, man. Siri's talking to me over here. So $80. This book here does have some wear, and that's why it's at $80. But it's not heavy wear. That's the beautiful part of this. This is still going to be easily in the 7s. The major issue is this crease right here. Isn't horrible, but it is what it is. So there's Black Panther issue number 1. And you still have the first full appearance of Jane Foster as Thor right there. Thor number 2 for $25. Moving on, we've got The Thing issue number 1, the first collector's item issue. This is the origin of Ben Grimm. This one is $12. So the origin of Ben Grimm. Good claim. Corey got you for that one. There's keys to be had today, folks. Next up, Venom Lethal Protectors number 1. $20. Guest starring Spider-Man. This is part 1 of 6. We do not have all 6, otherwise I would have it as a run. Jason, I actually prefer using Key Collector Comics. So you can use it for free for certain things. If you pay for it monthly or annually, you unlock a whole lot more. But that's my favorite place to go, to be honest with you. Corey's snatching him up. He beat Mike on that one. Dustin, though, is going to get in on that Venom. But yeah, that's where I like to go. KeyCollectorComics.com. I'm actually trying to speak with them about working with us on our shows. I mean, there are different sources. Like Reb's saying right here, you can use Comic Book Realm. It's really your preference. I use Key Collector. I also keep track of all my comics on Key Collector. Well, all my back issue comics. So it has all the prices of it. You can input your whole library and everything in there. It's just what I like to use, but everybody has their own niche. And some things are better about each. So Venom Lethal Protector. I'm sorry, this is Venom Funeral Pyre for $10. Fabulous first issue featuring the Punisher. Well, they still do. What's the Overstreet? They still do Overstreet too. But I think it's like yearly now, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to see. Now, Corey. Yeah, it was you. Okay. So I got Corey. Corey is a sniping machine today. I just come in and ask Brad. Ain't that the truth? All right. Pretty cool book right here, guys. We have issue number 1 of the new Teen Titans. So this is the newsstand edition, as you can see in the bottom left corner. But this is the first appearance of Ravager and the second appearance of Cyborg and Raven. So the first appearance of those two weren't even in the Teen Titans yet. $25 on this book. Number 1, the new Teen Titans. Very good shape on the new Teen Titans, number 1. I got Chris Gonzalez. All right. I've got a cool little run here going, but it isn't a complete run, nor are they back to back to back. So the artwork on these books are, in my eyes, phenomenal. I've never seen these before until just recently, but you have the Eastman and Laird's TMNT. This one right here is $8, and you've got Leonardo sitting here screaming at some type of, I'm going to call it a pterodactyl eagle crossover. So $8 on that one. Beautiful shape, by the way. I always like it when you have the dark colors on the spine because it really highlights, obviously, anything that could be wrong with it. And you have that one thing wrong with it right there. That's it. So the Eastman and Laird TMNT. I think the issue is these don't say the number on the front of them. They say it on the back. So I have to open them up just to give you guys an idea. Oh. Ooh, they're like wraparound too. That's cool. All right. So this next one I'm going to show you is book number 35. All right. Again, it's a wraparound cover. I got you there, Jim. Thank you. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay. Wraparound cover. Issue number 35 of TMMT right there also. Look at that. Master Splinter on the front even. I love it because it's not the cartoon look. It's more of a realistic look that you'd get. I'm digging that about these. And then we do have a couple more expensive ones because you have the Eastman and Laird book number 19. This is the Return to New York book 1. It is $12. So I got you for that one, Jim. So book number 1, Return to New York. And then, of course, this is probably the best, in my eyes, cover of them all. This is book number 25. Again, these are all in great shape, but this is true to Eastman and Laird. You have all 5 turtles on this cover and all in the Raphael red. So that one is like true to the Eastman and Laird turtles. Very, very cool cover. Very cool. Now, for horror fans, I've got a little cool one-off series here for you. Very cool piece, by the way. Very cool. What I've got for you is the leather-bound series of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, the beginning. So what you're going to get here is you're going to get, I believe it's 3 books, okay? 3 books in all. It is $80. I do have 2 of these available. So as you can see, they call it the leather bound, and you can see all the crinkling in the back because of the leather. But there's 3 books in all, and there's another one right there. So it's a 3-book set. Leather covers, $80 a piece. Jim's on a roll. He's got the last 5 claims. He's taking over Corey's spot. Oh, and then Corey's like, no, you're not. All right, those are gone. Ooh, gosh darn it. I can't remember the key to this. Shoot. Give me a second. We done? There it is. All right, cool. So for $40, you have the Astonishing X-Men issue number 6. This is the first mention of SWORD, the Sentinel World's Observation and Response Department, a division of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's also the first full appearance of Abigail Brand. And crazy enough, I do have 2 of those in case there's multiple people that want it. So Astonishing X-Men issue number 6. First full appearance of Abigail Brand, and the first mention of SWORD. SWORD. All right, that series. All right, next up, I'm gonna do this one right. Okay, I have a 4-part series right now of Star Wars Blood Ties. This is basically about Jango Fett. You have cover number 1 for 20, cover 2 for 20, cover 3 for 20, and cover 4 for 12. If somebody wants all 4, I'm going to just give you issue 4 for free, and you're going to get all 4 for $60. Okay? So if you want all 4 of these, I'm sorry. Somehow those got mixed up. Gosh darn it. All right, I'll still do a deal. That's my fault. It's 3 of them. And if you want all 3, I'll do them for 50 instead of 60. That's my fault. Somehow they got mixed up. All right. And then these are going to go a little separate because we do have a couple of key issues here. Now, I do not have number 1, but I do have Star Wars Jango Fett Open Seasons issue number 2. This one is $65 because it is the first appearance of Silas, which, if I remember correctly, Silas is Boba Fett's father or something. I don't know. Something. Who knows? I don't. Clearly, I probably just made that up. Ha! First appearance of Fett, the father of Jango. Okay. This is the... Wait. This isn't the right book, is it? I tried. Dang it, I thought I was right, too. There we go. Number 2. It's actually a Mandalorian mercenary. That's who Silas is. What's happening, Andy? So, first appearance of Silas for 65. Star Wars Jango Fett open season. Otherwise, I also have issue number 3 for $40. It is the first appearance of Coleman Bosa. So, at one time an apprentice of Count Dooku. That's who he is. A one-time apprentice of Count Dooku. I always want to say Dookie, but that's inappropriate and wrong, so I won't. Number 4 for $12. You've got Jango Fett open seasons number 4. And that's just the final issue. So 2 keys, 1 final issue in that series. How about Fantastic Four fans? I've got the newsstand edition of issue number 210, In Search of Galactus, for $4. $4. 210 Fantastic Four. Low book of the day so far. David Salchow. Boom, 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 boom. Little Doctor Who, huh? All right, I got a very cool series coming up here, and it is priced as a series. What we got here is we have, probably going to be very popular with people too, Deadpool versus the Punisher. It's $35 for the full series. You have issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. Every single cover is cool in this series. Issue 4, and then, of course, issue 5. So the full run, ooh, Chris Gonzalez getting in there. $35 on that series. Great claim right there, Chris. He was like, as soon as he saw issue 2, he's like, yep, done. Tim, that was the one you're waiting for too, my man. All right. What I want to do is I want to do a quick break on the comics. Well, non-graded comics, that is. And let's throw a couple graded at you. I'm going to start off with Deadpool. Okay? Bag and everything. What I have here for you is a 9.6 Deadpool the Circle Chase. Issue number 1. 135. Now I'm going to take it from behind the wrapper so you can see it. But 135 on the 9.6 CGC Deadpool number 1 newsstand cover. Okay. White pages. First solo Deadpool comic. There you go. 135 on that beauty. Put it back in the bag and put it back on the stand for y'all to see. Maybe. There we go. Came to 7, huh? Woo. Bet you were hoping for better, though, right? I don't think we realize how strict they are on grading sometimes until we get something graded. And they're like, what? How? How? Next up for graded, I've got a fun one. What I've got here for $90 is the Scooby-Doo team up featuring the Gotham Girls. 9.8. So if you're not super familiar with this, and some of us were just talking about this in the store today, the difference between a 9.8 and a 9.6 grade is about the same equivalent to a 10 and a 9 in baseball cards. Okay, claim Deadpool 1. So that is what you're looking at. The difference between a 9.8 and 9.6 is almost half the value. Crazy enough. But again, this is a fun one. So you got the Girls of Gotham teaming up with Scooby-Doo and Shaggy in the Team Up issue number 12. You got Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Batgirl, and Catwoman, actually.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
You work here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just letting you know I'm picking up the packages from out back. Don't have any mail to drop off. Do you have any other mail that needs to get picked up?
That's it.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, sir. Take care. There we go. You heard it. Some packages are going out today to people. Woohoo! All right. Ooh, Jim Cleland getting in on that. Ruby. Like Zoink Scoob. Jim got us. All right. Very cool book here. 9.0 CGC Batman The Dark Knight Returns issue number 1. This is the first appearance of Carrie Kelly. It's also a Frank Miller book. Now, in that plastic, you can see me now, too, but it's really hard to see, obviously. But there it is. Batman The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. 175 for the 9.0. First appearance of Carrie Kelly. Not to be confused with the wrestler Kelly Kelly. Ooh, 9.8. That's awesome. Well, if you think that's a good Batman book, just wait for the Harley Quinn book that's coming up. For the graded, I'm bringing the heavy hitters this time around. I'm just saying. It is. Isn't that a beautiful cover? Also by Klaus Janson. All right. And then next in the line of graded, $280. We've got the 1999. It's the origin and first appearance of Harley Quinn in the DC Universe continuity. So not obviously her first appearance, but in continuity, okay? It's Batman Harley Quinn number NN. This is an Alex Ross cover. This is a beautiful cover. 9.4. So I just want to show the wrapper so we don't forget. But it is $280. Oh, Andy. Ooh, there it was. Dave, I know what's happening here. I know what you're going to be doing here. This all makes sense to me now. If I get a LOL or a laughy face, all right, last in the line, I'm going to take it out of the plastic, but I'll show you the price. You've got Signature Series 9.4, Dark Knight 3, The Master Race number 2. Now, this one, same people on the first book, right? Miller and Klaus. Now, this one is actually autographed by Klaus Janson, okay? It's a 9.4 Signature Series, so the signature has been confirmed. This one is a lot less expensive. We're at $100 for this one. Beautiful cover of Robin tending to the wounded Batman. This says, manufactured with Dark Knight, Universe presents Wonder Woman issue number 1 mini comic glued to insert. So that must be something about this cover, and that's why it's right there. So $100 on the 9.4 Dark Knight 3, The Master Race 2, autographed by Klaus Janson. And for some of you that are kicking it and mulling it over, These will be going into the store, the ones that weren't sold, obviously. So you still have a chance. All right, now I don't want to bore you guys too much, but oh man, I've got a ton of these. Rawr. I'm gonna start with the main overall here. Okay. Hopefully David's still in here, and hopefully we have some Transformers fans. Now you are going to be upset because this starts at number 2, not number 1, which was the big one. But I do have Transformers issue number 2. This book here is the second appearance of Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Starscream. So 3 of the baddest Transformers there is. $20 on this book. So $20 on Transformers number 2. So Jim, the first one was a beautiful Dark Knight Returns 9.0 175. All I'm saying is if you haven't gotten into graded comics yet and you get into it, it's a wormhole. You will start wanting more and more because the slabs on these things are just beautiful. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We'll put the Scooby in store. David Salchow. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I was ahead of myself. Jason Donnelly got it. Jason Donnelly. Congratulations on that one. Sorry, David. Close second, though. Now, I will say that some of these are going to be keys. So whether you're into Transformers or not, this is a really cool one, too. $5 because of the shape it's in, but you've got Transformers issue number 3. The cool thing about this book is the fact that you have an appearance by Spider-Man in it. So Spider-Man in a Transformers book. Again, this is going to be considered a lower grade, so that's why we're only at $5. We'll keep rolling with these until we get out of the ones that at least are key. For $15, get Transformers number 4. Now, the key about this is the actual first appearance of Shockwave and the first cameo of the Dinobots. So it's not the first book of the Dinobots. It is the first cameo of the Dinobots. $15 on this book. First Shockwave, first cameo of Dinobots. I really wanted to open this one to see the cameo, but I didn't do it. And now I'm kind of regretting it. Because I'd like to see how they were introduced. If somebody does have this book and can tell me how the Dinobots were introduced, that would satisfy my urge. I'm going to skip a little ways because this one is actually a really cool one too. But I believe we have the last issue of it right here, Transformers Surrender. So issue number 71 for $16. I can't remember. Is this the Death of Optimus Prime? No. It's just that it's a scarce book. So this is actually a harder to find copy. And it's a newsstand. Oh, David knew it. All right. Now, like I said, I don't want to bore people. I have a ton of Transformers here, so we can mix it in between. But let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more keys in here real quick before I move on. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. This one I literally contemplated wanting. Where'd it go? Yes. Yes, and yes. All right, we'll do 3 more Transformers, then we'll move on to Transformers. If there's anybody out there looking for Transformers book, you can always message me because I do have a pretty good chunk of other ones. But we're going to start with number 8. There is your first Dinobots right there, guys. That is $20. This is another great issue. We had this just a couple weeks ago, but this was in with that collection also. $20. Transformers number 8. Oh, there's Jason already getting that Dinobots issue. I love it. That just allows us to move on quicker, which brings us to number 9. First appearance of Circuit Breaker in Transformers right there. So number 9 is $10, and you have your first appearance. Yeah, David, you got that one the last sale. Exactly. Issue number 9, Circuit Breaker. Boom. And then, of course, I can't complete the Transformers line without giving you guys the opportunity at the first team appearance of the Destructicons, or the Constructicons who merge as Devastator. Not only is it an amazing cover, but you get the first Constructicons for $10. I got Jason again. That one was one that I thought was really cool. Always a huge fan of Devastator growing up. So to me, that was a cool one. All right, Venom fans in here still? We got some of those? Did I already do this one? I got another one? I've got Venom Lethal Protector, issue number 1. $20 on that book. Don't mind this. This is just paper, by the way. Nothing to do with the book. Very clean with the disappointed Spider-Man. I've got Venom 2099 AD, issue number 35. Direct edition. So I'm assuming towards the end of the book, you get to see like the Dinobots or something shadow form of it. All right, Dave, I'm going to find your bag here. There is a fight right now between Jim Cleland and Corey Moe for the thickest bag. Or Dave, actually, you don't even have a bag yet because you just got the graded book. So I will put that in there. And then I also have issue number 36 to follow that one up for $10. Ain't no party if there's no nerd fight party. All right, cool. Oh, am I missing one again? Man, some of these series I'm just missing one. All right, so next up, I have Venom, issue number 1, Knights of Vengeance. Now, you're seeing all these different because I don't have full runs. I'm trying to find full runs so that I can turn them into them, but I don't have them for these, unfortunately, gentlemen and ladies. Okay, got that. Ooh, perfect. I got 2 series coming up, though. So, the Venom, number 1, Knights of Vengeance. I loved it when they did these foil books. I swear the 90s were all about foil, right? All right. I've got a full run right here. Book 1, 2, and 3. $20 for the whole series. You've got Venom, the Mace. And these are all like, what do you call it, embossed, right? So they all stand out, but that's a beautiful Venom cover right there, by the way. And that's the only one that's embossed, by the way. So $20 on that. I got you, Jim. I got to look at these bags. Like I said, you and Corey. The winner will be the one that I have to start a new bag for. Another series for $25. I've got Venom, the Madness. First issue, the ultra cool first issue, by the way. If it says it, it's true. It's like Facebook, okay? Awesome. So 25 on Venom the Madness, 3-part series. Yeah, I thought I saw Jim. Sorry, Jim, I didn't highlight it right away. Uh-oh, that's it. All right, Jim, you're getting the first new bag. I wasn't going to force those in. I definitely have more Venom, but I feel like we just need one quick break. Because I'm sure we have more Venom fans. However, I want to get a break from Venom and a series. Let's go with a little bit more of a beat-up book here. Otherwise, it'd be a whole lot more money. I've got Flash issue number 128 for $40. Now, buyer beware. It'll be a good reader. Cool if you want to present it just because it's an old book, but obviously not a great grader, right? Actually, David, it was 71 was surrender. I'm almost 100% sure it was 71 was surrender. Man, I crapped the bed with that Flash, huh? Fine. That's it. We're just gonna go back to a series. I've got Origin Wolverine series for $50. I believe this is a 6-book series for only $50. Oh, look at that cover. That's beautiful. Book 3. Book 4. 5. And who doesn't want a naked Wolverine on cover 6? Okay. So 6-book series for $50. Origin. That's still my favorite right there. That's beautiful. It's interesting. I'll be back. Woo! Anybody could hear that music in the background. I saved that. There's some little kids in here. All right. Where are we at? We're good on Origin. Nobody wanted that. Perfect. How about I'll sell this as a series and I will throw in book 1. So we are missing number 3, unfortunately, but Venom Sinner Takes All. We have issue number 5, issue number 4, issue 2. So it's $40 for the 4 books because you're going to get issue number 1 for absolutely free since we're missing issue 3. Okay. So $40 for the 4 books of Venom Sinner Takes All, 1, 2, 5, and 4. If anybody's interested. Otherwise, I'll just sell them normal price if you'd like an individual one. So you have number 1 for 8, 2 for 15, 4 for 10, and 5 for 15. Yeah, and I'm sure that was kept. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say, isn't that like a hard to find book? Is that why? Probably look it up quick too. Yeah, I think it's her on the cover with Venom or something, right? Yep. Oh, yeah. She-Venom. First full appearance of She-Venom. I want to say, you know what? If nobody buys this, that's okay. Because I want to say I thought I saw that book in there somewhere. It might have just been separated from them. So I want to say I may actually have that book in the collection somewhere. I feel like I saw that one. So I'll take that one out for now. How about Venom Separation Anxiety? Issue number 1 for 15. So Venom Separation Anxiety, issue number 1 for 15. God, another one. Missing number 3 here. I'll keep these. Two and 3. Moving on from that, I've got issue number 200 of the Spectacular Spider-Man. Beautiful cover. Almost looks like your old school 80s stickers that you'd pull out of those machines for like $1, right? Super shiny foil. Well, I'm going to go with 90s actually, since we talked about the foils being the 90s, but beautiful cover, beautiful shape. Spider-Man issue 200 with the Green Goblin on the cover for $8. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Gotcha, Mike. Next up, switching gears to Star Wars, I've got for $15 Star Wars issue number 1 of Darth Maul, The Death Sentence. You can't keep a bad Sith down. Sounds like it should be the name of a song. $15 on Darth Maul 1. Next up, Leslie. Spider-Man Unlimited, issue number 1 for $15. All right, we're coming into the final leg of today's sale, which means I've got about 10 books left right in there. Next up, we've got The Jungle Action featuring the Black Panther. This is issue number 10 for $10. Very, very cool cover. King Cadaver is dead and living in Wakanda. So 10 on that one. Next up, I've got a Mutant Milestone. We've got the first issue, A Legend Reborn X-Men, for $7. Okay, I lied. There's more than 10 books left. I forgot I left some in the box. I don't mean to be a liar. It just happens sometimes, okay? How about we do another run here? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Where's 1? How about we don't do a run? Oh, there it is. It was stuck. Okay. I've got a 5-book series right here. 1 through 5 for $35. You have Deadpool number 1. So there is cover 1. Cover 2. Join the revolution. Ouchie puppy. Cover 3. Get it? Ouchie puppy. Cover 4. And cover 5. So 5-part series for $35. Mm-hmm. Next up, issue number 4 of Karnak. This is the 1 in 10 variant for $10. Got you, Jim. Thank you. So 1 in 10 variant there. For $20, get your hands on Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man. The Origin of Doctor Strange by Lee and Ditko. $20. Just so you don't think it's like the super, super, super expensive one. Now I'm going to take you back with about a 5.5 to a 6 here. I've got the #1 issue of The Toxic Avenger for $25. That poor guy. They just throw it right out there, don't they? Great key issue there. Corey. Couple beautiful books. We're going to end today with some really good books. I'm not going to lie. The first of the good books, #1 issue of Spider-Woman. $55, newsstand edition. So you can see the corner is a little bit nicked up there. But other than that, really nice looking book, especially if you're into the Spider-Verse side. It's a great #1 to have for your collection right there. Reb jumped in right away and grabbed that one. It's a good feeling when you get the first claim in and you see all these claims after you. All right. And then next, I've got a special #1 right here, folks, for $40. You've got the silver foil Nightmare on Elm Street special one. And you also get an autographed poster signed by the writer, Brian. Oh, I don't need to take it out, but you can see the black ink here. And there's 2,100 copies of these. 2,100 copies with the signed poster by the writer for $40. All right. And then, tell you what, you get all three. I'll hook you up with the deal, but I've got Nightmare on Elm Street #1, #2, and #3. Normally they would be 38, and I will do 35 on the 3. But I need you to put series because I've got these claims for Nightmare on Elm Street, and since I did them back to back, I can't decipher. So I need you to put series, claim whatever, so I know what you want. But 35 on the 3, because you did get one normal and then 2 of the silver ones. And I got to give that to Sue Howard, folks. She did what I asked. Thank you, Sue. $35 on those. All right. Now, this is a tough one. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, we're not there yet. How about The Amazing Spider-Man issue 265? $60 on this one. In great shape. Oh, it's going to take forever. There we go. Okay, so what we've got here is the first appearance of Silver Sable. There's a chance you could see her in an upcoming Sony movie, as they've expressed interest in throwing her in a Spider-Man movie. Newsstand edition, beautiful shape. The Amazing Spider-Man 265, $60. First appearance of Silver Sable. All right, and then what's going to kick off the evening? Ooh, Corey Moe getting in there again with another key issue claim. All right, gotta find your bag, Corey. Rosie O'Donnell. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that happen. Let's be honest. All right, next one. Last 4 books of the evening. It is a complete series, but we are going to do them one by one. I've got the first series of The Punisher. So not the first appearance, but this is his first single series. Issue number 1. Beautiful shape. $80 on The Punisher number 1. It's a 4-part series. God, no. Okay. So Punisher number 1 for $80. Such good looking covers. Number 2 of the series for $15 right there. Corey or anyone else. I've got number 3 of the series for $20. And then number 4 for $20. These books I got to go through. All right, so Corey got 1 and 2. Dave is wanting 3. Corey, Dave beat you on 3 unless he wants to give it up. But 4 is still available if you are interested, Corey. I lied. Dave beat you to that one too. Maybe you guys can work out a deal. Who knows? All right, so I got Corey for 1 and 2. Dave ended up getting 3 and 4. Okay, so Dave, I'll add that to your pile. Corey. See if these will fit in there. Otherwise, I got you a new bag. Not going to force it. Okay, and then if there's any books you guys would like me to go back to quickly in the pile that did not sell, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know. Or I could always just run through them real quick too here quick. So you had the Spider-Man. 1 in 10 Karnak with Deadpool on it. X-Men number 1. Want to make a dealio? Spider-Man Unlimited number 1. Venom Separation Anxiety number 1. Remember, we had the 6-part series of Origin of Wolverine for 50. Flash number 128 in a little bit rougher shape for 40. Venom number 1 from Lethal Protectors for 20. All right, Jim and Corey got you. Oh, and Corey Mo had that one too. Almost missed that one. There we go. All right. We had the Astonishing X-Men. First appearance there. I'm going to go back to a couple key issues again in case anybody missed them. Black Panther number 5, the first appearance of Syria's Black Panther for 150. The dumpster fire? Really? Oh my gosh. Spider-Man 500 for 10. There's a couple books I need to get sent in still. Special closet. Oh Lord, that sounds dirty. And then I did save a couple. Ooh, Cormo's gonna grab that Origin. I did save a couple of the series of Venom because I'm gonna try to go through some of these books again and see if I can find the ones I'm missing. All right, David, got you there. Corey, just so you know, I did get that for you too. All right, folks. Well, it's been a pleasure talking, chatting, helping you all out. Oh, you want Ghost Rider 2, Corey? All right, so I've got all that caught up except for David. And then if you guys would, so I believe I'm up in Evergrove Heights on Monday, so I'll make sure I bring your books up there. If you guys do need your item shipped, other than obviously Sue, I know that you do need your item shipped. Let me know so I could get invoices out to you as soon as possible, and I will get those shipped out to you as soon as possible also. Very much so appreciate all the business you all have given us today. Really, really do. I've got 150 on it, Andy. The direct edition one. I also have in store the first cover of Siri. It's on the wall right now. So I also have that cover. Honestly, if this thing graded out less than a 9.4, I'd be surprised. Hey, it was only a great sale because of you guys. So, again, Appreciate you all very much. If you need anything else, definitely let me know, okay? But I will always be back next week. And then also just waiting to hear back from CGC. I turned in all the paperwork, I think about a week ago, to see if we can get where we can house grading. So you guys would be able to bring books into us, and we would send them right in through for you guys. So hopefully we'll hear back in the next couple weeks. I know they do a process. They're very thorough with what they do. And yeah, excited to see if we can be a part of their team and help you guys out with getting books graded, make it an easier process for everybody. So hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. I'm out. We'll talk to you soon.